Hey guys, Tony with Pete here. I want to talk to you about simulations. Simulations are a really great way to test retention. When it comes to training, it's one thing to get them the information, but really what we want to know is they've actually retained the information and they can employ it in the field. So simulations, again, are a great way to do that. I'm going to show you a couple of examples, but let's just kick it right off the bat by going live.
I really don't want to take these pills right now.
I completely get it. Is there a reason you don't want to take them?
I just don't trust these pills. I've had bad experiences before and I'm worried about side effects.
That's fair. Have you tried these actual pills though? Because the side effects are supposed to be pretty minimal.
Yeah, but I've heard that before. It's just hard to shake off that worry. What if they make me feel worse?
So we won't go through the whole thing there, but what I wanted you guys to see was my back and forth there with the AI. Fully fluid, fully conversational. Great way for me to show that I've taken this course, which in this case would be about how to get my patient to take her pills. The setup of this is pretty straightforward. We're going to come here to the back end. It comes in a handful of flavors. So what I'm going to show you now is the what we call the simulation setup. There's also AI video call. That's what we were just doing. So let's go to simulation. Persistent in the platform, obviously in the name, we can always change these things. But more importantly down here, there are 4 fields that are related to a simulation. Scenario, behavior, objective, and end condition. Scenario, what's the scene and what's the AI's role in the scene? Behavior, how do you want the AI to behave? They could be combative, they could be friendly, they could be inquisitive. It really just comes down to how you want them to engage with the learner. Objective, what's the learning objective? What do you actually want them to learn in this case, or what do we want to test their learning on? So again, in my scenario, I was testing getting the patient to take their pills. And then end condition, this is what ends the simulation. They go back and forth 5 times, maybe they hit the learning objective, whatever happens to be. One thing to note is you can actually place a rubric in here as well in the objective or end condition and say to score them on a 1 to 100, right, or a 1 to 5 based off these factors. And the learner can get immediate feedback from that in what's called the assessment. So they get immediate feedback from the AI, and it's all recorded for you to be able to review as well. Now, I have no expectations that most people can fill this out comfortably. So we actually added this Generate with AI button right here. All right, so I'm just going to paste a quick scenario right here. So Pete will play a patient named Sally who doesn't want to take her pills. The learner's going to have to get them to take them. And we hit Generate, and now the AI, rather than my having to fill out the scenario, behavior, objective, and end condition, it's going to design it for me. And there we go. And we can read through this, we can edit this. This is all fully editable, so you can make changes here if you like. Presuming we're good, we apply this and drop it in. You'll notice that it fills out all of our fields for us, including our instructions. And then we will save this. And what this looks like to the end learner, again, this comes in 3 flavors. So I showed you the video version. This is the audio and text version.
No, I'm not taking those today, Tony. Just leave them there, okay? I'm tired of all these pills.
And one thing I want you to notice, it called me Tony because it knows who I am, because I'm logged in. The learner at this point has a couple options. They can type right here, or we can use the microphone. I know you're worried about it. Let's just take a deep breath. We've done this before. You'll be fine. And then it will transcribe my voice and respond back to me.
Yeah, I know we've done it before, Tony, but I'm just...
And again, all this is recorded so the manager, the administrator can go behind them, see how they perform in there, read their assessment, and really get a clear idea of how well this person's retained the information. Hope this was helpful. Thanks.